Hello, guys. Easy. I've just finished teaching English online to a new client who owns this apartment, and it went very well. It went very well indeed. So that was nice. She needs to improve her English for her job. She works with a lot of American clients. So listen, this will only last about an hour, and I know I usually say that and I go 4 hours. This is an hour because tonight, or this afternoon, my time, I will be doing a live with Jay Sol, and I think it's going to be incredibly impactful. I'm not even going to tell you the topic, but we don't 100% even know what we're going to say. We're just going to talk about a topic which I think is very interesting. Very interesting indeed. So again, this will only go on for about an hour. I've got some stuff to do after that. But I'm going to focus on Kobe Bryant. My first ever video was about Kobe Bryant's death. It's what really got me into Gematria. And there's a guy in my community called Richard who is very hard on himself. He don't have any self-belief, but is an amazing coder. And hopefully he will overcome that self-doubt one day, because if you continually self-doubt, you won't grow. And he sent a post this morning to me, or to my Patreon community, with this incredible find or finds for Kobe Bryant. And I'm going to read them out, and then I'm just going to tell you everything I know about Kobe, because I feel like I know more about Kobe than any celebrity. So I'll read these out to you. And I think Kobe Bryant is the best example of showing you how a person's career has been completely scripted by a code. Okay? Hey, Undoctrinated, happy face, man. England got hammered last night, 4-0. They did. Interesting, wasn't it? Jesus fasted for 40 days and 40 nights. I wonder if he was hungry. And they lost to Hungary 4-0. Again, I'll never, ever decode a Nations League game again. The tournament is an absolute disgrace. It's a joke. It's more opportunity to take your energy, to take your money, and all of that. So, again, England losing 4-0 to Hungary just shows you how rigged it all is. England win the final of Euro 2020. They've been very successful over the last maybe 6 years with pretty much the same team and squad that they have now, but they can still get beat 4-0 by Hungary. And all you'll hear the England fans say is, Southgate out, we need new blood. And then they'll win the next game and people forget that they lost 4-0 to Hungary. And then they'll all be, oh, Southgate, yeah, he's actually decent, isn't he? And it's what it is. It's like, really stop caring about these outcomes, guys. I told you I'm very close to just stopping with the sports, even though I'm very good at it. Or just do it and really not have much passion behind it. What I'm going to reveal to you here is going to be immense. Germany winning 5-2 versus Italy, yeah, and Pope gets you 52. Just hilarious. It would have been even better if it finished 5-1, but Italy scored in the 94th minute. The 5-1 would have been funny, because we know the Illuminati were founded in Germany. It would have been hilarious, but no, 94th minute goal. Yeah, what's happened to Italy? They win the Euros and now they're absolutely awful with the same team and the same coach. So it's just, again, you've just got to just connect everything and ask questions. And you don't necessarily need Gematria to call these sports out anymore. You don't. It's Richard, I have to find the video of all the 1-2-6s for you. Illusion, you will be blown away. Right. Slick Rick. Guys, I want to just... Oh, God, I was just talking about 51 and I had 23 in the live, 3 likes, 233, the 51st prime. This Richard guy, Slick Rick, I don't know if he has a YouTube page. He's on my Patreon. He sends me daily comments that are incredible. I've told you he's slightly down on himself. He might not be the greatest gambler, but when it comes to finding connections, he's one of the best I've come across since I set up my page. And he has no self-belief. I hope this helps him. Okay, maybe his calling is to reveal deception, not to win an extra $100 a week. Maybe his calling is to be doing what I'm doing. Maybe he can set up a channel. Maybe I can help him set up a channel. Maybe I can promote him. He might not be a great public speaker. He doesn't have to go live. He could literally copy and paste his codes onto a PowerPoint, put some dramatic music behind it, a couple of images, and then boom, he could get thousands of views by doing that. So these numbers I'm about to present at the beginning, all of them are his. And then I'll add all my Kobe stuff. And feel free to add any numbers that I may have missed. I think concentrating on futures will be better than daily picks. Daily picks can easily lead to gambling addiction. Fat Henry UK, I 100% agree with you. Or finals, or major finals. Like I'm pretty sure now, any Super Bowl, I'll get the winner, like in the Super Bowl when it matters, or approaching it. My mate Flinney, who I have nothing but love and respect for, he's like, Adam, like things like the FA Cup, it's good to call them at the beginning, but usually by the quarterfinal, you can pretty much figure out who's going to win it. You can just look at the stats. You can pretty much figure out by the time it gets to the quarterfinal. It's the same in tennis tournaments. It's usually like with golf, getting it at the beginning, the odds are amazing, but usually by Sunday, you figure the riddle out. So many times it's got to the Sunday and you still can get people at plus 300, plus 600, plus 700. You can get those odds and you're like, every number is indicating this player. You don't even have to get on them on Friday or Thursday whenever these tournaments start. So it's just learning how to do it. So I completely agree with you there in regards to daily picks. In reality, it's not going to work. No one's getting rich off daily picks. People will get addicted. Gambling can lead to depression, mental health problems, suicide with some people who really can't handle it, self-doubt. It can affect your relationship with your spouse, with your family. It ain't healthy. And again, the people that still say this guy puts codes out and he don't even gamble himself. I don't gamble for the energy. I know what he can do. And I've got plenty of money. And this guy, I won't even say his name. There's no point. He messaged me today. Ever since I got to 5,000 and I've started life coaching, I'm getting more and more people attack me for no reason. Guys, 31 in the live, 9 likes. Brady won Super Bowl 55, 31-9, and then retired 319 days before the Pope's birthday. He said, I really hope, because of your giant ego, that your numbers go down. I'm like, do I have a giant ego, guys? Do I? So he's hoping that my numbers go down, even though I don't even have many. I'm very grateful, but I don't have many. And he's like, you're going to struggle when your numbers go down. I'm like, no, I'm not. I have a coaching company. I teach English. I do life coaching. I do all sorts of stuff. The Patreon money is amazing, but I can live without it, because I don't need much. So people wanting me to fail. Why are there so many people in the goddamn world want others to fail? And the people that don't like me or don't appreciate me and think my work is overrated and I've got a huge ego, then you set up a YouTube page and you set up a Patreon and see how well you do and see how challenging it is to please 300 people who have different views on the world. Try and do it. Try and last a week and see if you can. You probably won't be able to. So instead of giving all your energy to me, whether it's love or hate, focus on yourself. Right. That's last time I'll speak about these people. Netherlands with Van Gaal can win Nations League. Yes, they have the best riddle in my opinion. I'll still sign up to your Patreon if you quit sports picks. Thank you very much, mate. I won't completely quit. It's just there's going to be other things way above that. I'm going to prioritize other information above sports picks. I'll still do it. I'll still tell people be careful, but I won't code a sports game every day. I didn't do one yesterday and it felt amazing. Oh, I'll tell you something. I hadn't even shared this with my community. And this could be completely coincidental, but it's wild how this stuff happens to me. Yesterday, I watched my old team, my old students playing a semi-final. Okay? They lost. Okay, it is what it is. I wasn't coaching or anything. They lost, but it was a fun game. They lost 4-2. Like the Warriors can close out the series tomorrow 4-2. They lost 4-2, and we keep talking about 42. And my mate messaged me. Well, it's from the US. Where is he? Andy. He messaged me saying this. Hope Curry and the Warriors win Thursday night 4-2 in the series. Curry becomes 4-2 in finals. Again, I know all of that, but it's nice that he tells me. And I responded to him, you can't even see it, with a 42-second audio. And then he said, your message is 42 seconds long. After he said, I hope the Warriors win the series 4-2. And then I go watch a game and it finishes 4-2. It's like, is that a sign? Is it the universe playing with me, joking around with me? Or is it done tomorrow? Is it 4-2? I don't know. But it's pretty wild stuff like that. All right, I'm going to go through these finds. And remember, these here are Richard's, who's on my Patreon. These are Richard's finds, not mine. All right, here we go. So Kobe Bean Bryant, the full name of Kobe, equals 81. His highest scoring game was 81 points, which he got in his 666th game. Remember, he got it on 1-2-2. Some of this stuff I'll just come out, which is mine. He got that highest scoring game on 1-2-2 in his 666th game, where the Lakers got 122 points. And Satanic gets you 1-2-2, and we know 666 is connected to Satan, although it's also connected to man. So he said this, when you add up Kobe's NBA basketball accomplishments, you get 81. And when I read this, I was like, oh my word, how did he find this out? How did he find this out? And I checked it for myself, and he's right. Kobe played 20 seasons in the NBA. Again, I'm going to read some of his stuff and add to it. Kobe played 20 seasons in the NBA. He supposedly died in 2020, and his memorial, 20,000 people attended it because it was at the Staples Center where he played for the Lakers. 18 All-Star appearances, 15 All-NBA, 12 All-Defensive Team, 5 NBA championships, 4 All-Star MVPs, 2 MVP scoring championships, 2 Finals MVPs, 2 Olympic gold medals, and 1 MVP season. When you add up all of those major accomplishments for Kobe Bean Bryant, whose name's 81, whose highest scoring game is 81, it's 81. 81 major achievements in his career. And his full name's 81 and his highest scoring game is 81. The word ritual gets you 81. How insane is that? Carly Pink Joseph. Guys, Carly Pink Joseph's on Twitter and she has a decent following and she does great work and she's supportive of my work. Can you follow her, please, on Twitter? Amen, bro. Beautiful soul. Missed you. Dreadful week. Thank you for your help. My birthday is coming. Princess Diana, please don't say I'm doomed. I'm scared to drive now. My daughter, Paris Amber, died. Wow. Sorry about the negativity with all of that. Happy birthday. Whenever it is, drop me a message. I'll wish you happy birthday. When you have those dreadful weeks, you've just got to learn from them. Grow. Okay, sometimes God will make sure that you go through adversity to test you. It's a test. And you will come out of it. So, again, Carly, anytime you're having a bad day or a bad week, just think of the things that you love and bring you joy and what you're grateful for and then do them. It really helps. It really helps. But, yeah. Denver firefighter, her numbers are 191. Stopped out in Adam. Wow, 191, the 43rd prime. Tom Brady winning the Super Bowl at age 43. Maybe this NBA Finals ends 4-3. I don't know, but that's nice. Kobe Bryant, Decode Key, Robert Anthony, B Key, GG, 7979, 1979, and 79 Ant is giant. 6'6" is the cherry. Robert B. Key is Paul. Robert Anthony is 17 letters Q. Amazing, mate. Maybe I'll send you $1 tip because I need to be sporting you. You told me. Yeah, good stuff with Kobe. Hello, guys. Can I pay you to teach me Gematria? Yes. Yes, there's multiple ways. You can come to my Patreon. You can set up a Zoom with me. Follow me on Twitter. I'll help you and we'll figure it out. So, Alvaro, if you have Twitter, follow me, drop me a message, and I'll help you in any way you can. I'd love to know why you want to learn it, though. Anytime I teach people Gematria, the first question is why? Why do you want to learn it? And most people say to win money. And I don't even know if I want to help those people. Do you know what I mean? I'd love to know why you want to learn it. All the Jazz jersey numbers. Yeah, let me read Richard's finds with the Jazz. First of all, before I read Richard's numbers, Kobe Bean Bryant supposedly died at age 41. Kobe Bryant gets you 41. LA gets you 41. 41's the 13th prime. Supposedly died with his 13-year-old daughter, Gianna. 41 plus 13 gets you 54, like Jesuit order, like Kobe Bean Bryant, like Gianna Bryant. And all these numbers come back to 9, which I'll get to later. But Kobe's last ever shot in the NBA was over number 41 of the Utah Jazz. And he was taken out of the game with 4.1 seconds left on the clock. And he supposedly died at age 41. I will do a video decoding the whole game between the Lakers and the Jazz in his last ever game. It is mind-boggling what I found. The comeback that the Lakers made in that game and Kobe getting 60 points in his last ever game and then retiring is off the charts. I just want to show my people how it works. Then definitely, Alvaro, let's figure it out. How do you want to contact me? Patreon, Twitter. I don't have Facebook. I don't really go on Instagram. And when I am on Instagram, it's for me. It's for Adam. Most people don't even know I'm the illusion. Keep it to myself. Despite supposedly having the biggest ego in the world. Let me know how you want to get in touch with me and we'll figure it out. I could maybe help you today. So let me read out Richard's fans here. Mind-blowing. Funny how Michael Jordan and Pippen's numbers equaled 56. 23 and 33. Great find. Okay, really good find with the 56. Remember, Michael Jordan wore number 9 for the US in the 1984 Olympics, the year LeBron James was born, and 23 is the 9th prime. Steph Curry right now, he wears number 30, doesn't he? And Klay Thompson wears number 11. And I did a post on my Twitter, I think it was this morning or maybe yesterday, about Klay Thompson and the number 11. We all know number 11 is my favorite number. I've explained why. It's born on my dad's 31st birthday. Share the same birthday as my dad, the 11th prime, my jersey number, just everything about the number 11 I love. Well, Klay Thompson's connected to this number and he's aware of it. So the people who tell me that these NBA players are completely oblivious to gematria and symbolism and numerology, it's absolute nonsense in my opinion. Klay Thompson and the number 11. Klay was drafted in 2011. K is the 11th letter of the alphabet. He was drafted 11th pick. And he wears the number 11 jersey. So someone in my Patreon actually sent me a video with Klay's numbers. And then I just put them all together in a post. So let me read these numbers out. Somebody's banging next door. But it is what it is. I'm not going to complain. Maybe they're just sweeping or something. So Steph and Klay's numbers combined is 41, like the age in which Kobe supposedly died. Steph Curry is massively synced with Kobe, massively synced. And then he mentioned how Shaq and Kobe, their jersey numbers were 34 and 8, because you've got to remember that when Kobe came on the scene and when he was drafted back in 1996, he was given the number 8 jersey. So when he was playing with Shaquille O'Neal, who many people have said that he malfunctions, because I think he does, because he's under MK Ultra. He's not a robot. He's under MK Ultra, and he's malfunctioned and frozen so many times. He wore the number 34 jersey, and 34 plus 8 gets you 42. Again, maybe that's a good sign that Curry and the Warriors close it out tomorrow in Boston. Maybe not, because there's phenomenal riddles for 4-3. But if they do close out tomorrow, that means the last 4 NBA finals have finished 4-2. And I looked into Kobe's last ever game, guys, and the numbers are baffling. But also, in his 81-point game, he played 42 minutes, which not many people know. When Kobe died in 2020, again, I'm almost certain he didn't. I think is Myles Garrett, and please watch my video before you start laughing. I think is Myles Garrett in a bodysuit. And the year that Kobe Bryant died with Gianna, January the 26th, 2020, the LA Lakers and LeBron won the NBA. They beat the Miami Heat in the NBA Finals 4-2 for another 42. And they did that. Game 6, we know they love the number 6, these people who are running the show, was National Father-Daughter Day in the United States. So the Lakers won 4-2 in the NBA Finals on National Father-Daughter Day, the year that Kobe Bryant and his daughter died in a helicopter crash. And we know Kobe was supposedly buried in Corona del Mar right before coronavirus was declared a global pandemic. And Kobe had a crown tattoo, and Corona means crown. Ever since Kobe died, 1/26/2020, the whole world has gone insane. Okay, we've had coronavirus being declared a pandemic. You've had the whole shenanigans with Black Lives Matter and George Floyd's death, economic crashes, just travel restrictions. So much, because I really do believe that their time is up. It's coming to an end. The people who've been running the show or been allowed to run the show by God or by Satan or whoever you want to call it, their time's almost up. The time's almost up. Let me get back to his finds here. A lot of them I'm saying now are mine, but everything I'm about to read here is his. He said he hasn't looked into others, but I'm sure it's everywhere. I'll do that. I'll start connecting all of these numbers. Like the 2 top stars, you add up their numbers. We just had Nowitzki. His jersey got retired, number 41. Dallas in Gematria is 41. So check this out. This gave me goosebumps reading this, so thank you, Richard. It takes a lot to give me goosebumps now. Fun fact, I noticed on Kobe's last game ever, both teams only suited up 9 players when it's usually 10 to 12. It's funny how 10-12 is when the current NHL season began. And now, speaking of 112, just to go off topic, although it's not really off topic, Kobe Bryant was born 6 years, 130 days before LeBron, 613, the 112th prime. The Jesuits operate in 112 nations, supposedly. Catholicism gets you 112. Supposedly, Kobe was leaving Catholic Mass on the Sunday when he died. Mathematics is 112. His whole career has been completely coded. So, again, Adam, just read his workout. Stop. I can't help myself sometimes. So he died on 126, Kobe, and when you add up 1 + 2 + 6, you get 9. Just like his highest scoring game was 81 points, 8 + 1 is 9. His full name, Kobe Bean Bryant, 54 and 81. 5 + 4 is 9, 8 + 1 is 9. And his last shot was against number 41 of the Jazz. And the Jazz team that game had something to do with Kobe's life or career. Every number, guys. Every jersey number. So first of all, there was a number 2 playing. Gigi wore number 2. She was supposedly an avid basketball player. And she was going to be the greatest women's basketball player ever. She wore number 2. It's funny, Kobe wore number 24. So you got your 224, which gets you 26. And your 2 + 6 gets you 8 as original number. But also, Russia supposedly invaded the Ukraine on February the 24th, which is your 224 for another Kobe connection. His lifespan 666. Wow. Oh, by the way, this Top Secrets is amazing at coding. I only ever came across him in a Discord, which I don't go on anymore. He's amazing. I don't know if he has Patreon or Twitter or YouTube, but he has a Discord name, and he's fantastic. If it's the guy who I think it is, I might be wrong, but I think it's a guy who was on Discord. Number 5 was playing. Why is 5 so big with Kobe? Well, he won 5 NBA championships. He's got 5 rings. He always goes back and forth with Shaq about how he has more rings than Shaq, and that's all a big part of the show. Number 8 was playing for Utah. which was obviously Kobe's first jersey number. It's funny when you add up his jersey numbers in the NBA, you get 8 and 24, which gets you 32. Like there's 32 rays on the Society of Jesus' logo. Like in the majority of these, well, the last 4 NBA finals, a team has been leading 3-2, just like we have the Warriors leading 3-2 now. It's all about Kobe, guys. All right? Whether the Dubs close out today or tomorrow or in game 7, or even if Boston win it, every number's just indicating Kobe. Kobe and Jason Tatum. Tatum's basically Kobe right now. It's just replicating Kobe's career almost. All right? Kobe trained Tatum. And I'm telling you, if Warriors close this out, if they win it, the code I'm going to present to you, just even if they win it, is going to blow your mind. And I've said to a few people now, if you still like to gamble and you took my pick for the Warriors at plus 900 and all of this, you have to put some money on Boston now at plus 300. You have to, please don't be. Somebody said, I ain't covering. I ain't doing that. It's plus 300. Just do it just in case, please. And if you don't and it misses and Boston somehow win it somehow, and you're going to attack me, even though I've said you are guaranteed a nice profit if you cover. You can't lose now. Cigar, watch the bullshit games if you want, but you're done if you play it safe. Sometimes you got to play safe. But that's on you. That's on each and every person to decide. But I'm saying when you're this close, when I called this in December, you're this close, you're one game away from potentially winning a ton of money. You don't want to blow it, guys, and have Boston win back-to-back because you don't know what this league can do to people. It can really screw your head. Then number 20 was playing. I've told you about number 20. He played 20 seasons in the NBA. He died in 2020, and 20,000 people attended his memorial. We know coronavirus was declared a global pandemic the 71st day of the year in 2020, the year Kobe died, and 71's the 20th prime. Catholic gets you 71, like Kobe supposedly attended Catholic Mass the day of his death. 23 was playing, of course, and that number's heavily connected to Michael Jordan. Kobe was often compared to Michael Jordan, and when LeBron signed for the Lakers, he was given the number 23 jersey. And 23 is the 9th prime, which goes back to the number 9 and how that is massively synced up with Kobe Bryant's life and career. And 24 was playing, which obviously that's the number people most associate with Kobe. The majority of his career, he wore the number 24 jersey. 2 plus 4 gets you your 6. And then 25, from his birth year to the rape trial, he got accused of rape, guys, in Colorado by a 19-year-old. And then we got COVID-19. Kobe was 25. And 25 is a big number, guys. First of all, Pope in Gematria is 25. 2-5, February the 5th, is the 36th day of the year. Pope Francis born in 36, 666, the 36th triangular number. Kobe Bryant's highest scoring game is 666 game. 81 points. Come on. Let me read some of your comments before I go on. If Dubs close out, this is an amazing find. And you really, guys, have to acknowledge, myself and other coders, acknowledge the word if. There's a huge difference between if and when. If is the possibility of something occurring. So Slick Rick, baby, Richard from my Patreon, has just said if you don't know who the Dubs are, that's Golden State Warriors. By the way, in Game 6, Golden State Warriors, for the first time in the finals this year, are going to be wearing their blue and yellow. How convenient if they close out in blue and yellow. Blue and yellow gets you green, which is the color that Boston wear. And the last time the Queen was seen, she was wearing green. Justin Bieber with his green hat on. The 4th horseman, the pale horse, which is green. So he said this: if the Dubs close out 4-2, that means the last 3 NBA finals will be 12-6. When Kobe died, 1-2-6. January the 26th. So what a find. What a find, eh? That is. What else have we got? Let me read some more. James Harden's inverted. James Harden's on the MK Ultra. If you go and watch the videos where he just freezes, the ball's coming towards him and he just glitches. He's glitched more than any NBA player, James Harden. I try to stay away from stuff like that, but can't help but to think that Steph and Aaron Donald have genetic ties like MJ and Kobe. Mike is Kobe's genetic father, I'm convinced. That could be the case. There's people who say Jimmy Butler is Michael Jordan's son. And then you've got Anthony Edwards, who's supposedly Jordan's son. I don't know how they're doing this, or if there's certain DNA they get pumped with. LeBron is a giant invert. Yep, deceiver. LeBron James is not winning another. I've got a LeBron James beard here, to be fair. LeBron won't win another NBA Finals. He'll stay 4-6. So don't have someone like Zach Hubbard tell you next year the Lakers are going to win. Don't let him tell you that. He'll stay 4-6, which is 66.6% when you break it down in math. He is Mr. 66. That's why a lot of people thought maybe he's going to end 6-6 in NBA Finals. We all fell for that trap, especially when you were new to it. LeBron's not coming off 4-6. Okay? He's done. Just like Biden's the 46th president. Hello, Brody. Hey, Zachary Wingfield. 9 times 9 is 81. Exactly. Brilliant. The square root of 81 is 9. Kobe Bryant spent his whole career playing for the Los Angeles Lakers. LA is in California. Do you know when California was founded? September the 9th. 9-9. And again, I was on the 99s. I say before anyone, I don't know that. I feel like I was. Prince Philip, who I think died decades ago, just so you know. Prince Philip supposedly died. Wait, let me just respond to this message. 1 second. Oh my God, Stacy sent me a 1 minute and 12 second audio. 613, the 112th prime. Wow. Wow. Didn't the Warriors just win on 613? Hey, Stacy, I'm live right now. If you want to check it out, but I won't be here that long. And I'll listen to your audio afterwards. So Prince Philip supposedly died, the Queen Elizabeth's husband, at age 99 on the 99th day of the year. Don Shula died 99 days after Kobe Bryant. Don Shula had a perfect season with Miami in the NFL, and I think Kobe, the guy who played Kobe, is now in the NFL, being Myles Garrett for Cleveland, where LeBron James was born, same as Steph Curry, both born in the same hospital in Akron. Then the NFL season began on 9-9, September the 9th, the anniversary of California being founded. And of course, Super Bowl 56 was in Los Angeles, in California. 9-9 is 99 days before Pope Francis's birthday. The last celebrity death of 2021 was Betty White, who died supposedly at age 99. Do you remember Captain Tom, who when he was age 99, walked 100 laps around his garden and then died at age 100? Captain Tom, like Tom Brady. So all those 99s, and then in Super Bowl 56, you had the two quarterbacks, number 9, Matt Stafford, and you had the quarterback for the Bengals was number 9, Joe Burrow. The last major play of Super Bowl 56 was by number 99, Aaron Charles Donald. Charles, like Prince Charles. So all these 99s, and the fact that the Super Bowl ended in California, which was founded on 9-9, tells you that this number's huge. And that 9, we all know, or hopefully you know, is the number of completion, because 9 is the last single-digit number. In reality, we only really have 9 numbers, and then they just keep getting repeated. So I think Slick Rick's got a few more. Colin Kaepernick plays the role of Fellaini. Again, all that stuff I'm not getting into unless I really looked into it. I often have to back up. Like when I said Justin Bieber's The Weeknd, I have to do the numbers as well as the appearance, as well as where they were born. I do everything. I can't just go off the look to say this guy's playing this guy. I can't do that. And then there was a Utah Jazz player wearing number 33. Kobe in Gematria gets you 33. Kobe wore number 33 at high school. We know how big 33 is with Masonry. Masonry is 33. The highest rank of Freemason is 33 degree. We told Jesus Christ died at age 33 AD. There is a chance this series could go 3-3 because of all the 33 connections. It's funny how Boston Celtics are on 137 all-time road wins in the playoffs, the 33rd prime. 41, of course, played for Utah in Kobe's last ever game. Kobe Bryant equals 41. He died at age 41. LA equals 41. I think Tom Brady won a Super Bowl at age 41. I think the Dubs knocked out Denver Nuggets 4-1, which I said they would in the first round of the playoffs. That was 4-1. And then Kobe in his last ever game was taken out with 4.1 seconds left on the clock. That's why I'm trying to tell people that there's no way that man is doing this completely. That they perfectly had the time at 4.1 to take him out to get a standing ovation. You can go on YouTube and you can watch the last 10 minutes of that game. I reckon if you were betting in that game at that time, Utah Jazz were probably minus 3,300 to win it. It needed almost a miracle. And they got that miracle from Kobe in his last ever game, where all the celebrities were there conveniently watching it, probably performing magic together. Look at Boston's June record in finals all time and do the math. Grant, just tell me it. Like, I'm usually know everything off the top of my head. I haven't looked. You can tell me that, mate, if you want. I'll check later. What happened to the old Myles Garrett? I don't know. Maybe the old one got a new identity, and then Kobe replaced him. Again, Myles Garrett, like when you see him now, Myles Garrett came on the scene. He was drafted the year after Kobe Bryant retired. Kobe Bryant, by the way, retired in 2016. And 6 times 6 times 6 is 216. His highest scoring game was in his 666 game. He had a 666 workout plan, Kobe. You can Google it yourself. He did. They were open about it. They wasn't hiding it. He's massively connected to 666. And how convenient the year that Kobe Bryant retired, LeBron James won the NBA Finals in 2016 with the Cleveland Cavaliers. And Cleveland's dialing code is 216. And the year after Kobe retires, Myles Garrett gets drafted number 1 overall pick to play for the Cleveland Browns. And he looks like Kobe, he speaks like Kobe, he moves like Kobe, he plays basketball exactly like Kobe, he writes poetry like Kobe, he has the exact same dog Kobe had, the same charm, everything, same height, it's all there, but he's in a bodysuit. And again, for those people who are trying to deny this knowledge, trying so hard to deny it, look up Hollywood masks, Hollywood bodysuits, look what they can do. Do you think Penguin from Batman Returns, that wasn't a Hollywood mask that Danny DeVito was wearing? You think that was his actual face and the prosthetic nose? Think that was his face? Look what they did in Mrs. Doubtfire. It's all there. So people, there's no way. Like, bodysuits, guys. I think that John Cena wears a bodysuit. His body does not look real. Kobe also won 4-3 against the Celtics. Nice. Kobe obviously spent the majority of his career with the Lakers. All of his career with the Lakers. He was drafted by the Hornets, and then LA took him. So he only ever played for the Lakers. The Los Angeles Lakers are tied with the Boston Celtics on 17 NBA championships. 17-17. That's when Freemasonry was founded. In 1717 in London, England. There are riddles for Boston to get their 18th. Absolutely, your 18th, your 1 + 8 gets you 9. I don't think that's happening. I think they'll happily keep those 2 franchises on 17 for a long time. And 34 has been enormous the last year and a half. And 17 + 17 is your 34. Another reason why 34 has probably been so big. Messi wins the Copa America at 34, the finalist 34th appearance. Italy win the Euros, 34 games undefeated. The Bucks win the NBA Finals. Giannis, number 34, born the 340th day of the year. And I've done codes multiple times when I used to do player props, saying Giannis will end on 34 points. loads of times, and he got 34 because I was just lucky. He's connected to 34. Matt Stafford just won the Super Bowl at age 34. Djokovic won 2 titles at age 34. Steph Curry, if he wins the NBA, is going to be 34. So, again, if Boston win it somehow, they win it. There's stuff for them. Again, with this knowledge, you can't necessarily call everything and be perfect. Oh my God, 61 in the live, 18 likes, 61 the 18th prime. Again, is that a sign? Is that a sign? And 61 plus 18, 79, the 22nd prime, like Boston's 22 in the 22nd NBA Finals, and it's 2022, and the series was 2-2 at one point. Wild stuff. We'll see what happens with that game 6. It can go any way, in my opinion. So much for 3-3 and so much for 4-2. But what I'm doing here with you and the community and people like Richard and people like Slick, that Slick Rick is Richard, people like that, and Adam Lastman and Tyler and Topsy and Flinney and all these people, we're going through Kobe Bryant's numbers here that are absolutely undeniable. I'm talking about the date he supposedly died. I talk about when he was drafted. I said he was drafted in 96. Another reason why I like the Queen to die at age 96, with Kobe with his crown tattoo. He was often called King Kobe as well. Kobe played 1,346 regular season games. 1,346 equals 14, reflection of his death age 41. Really good. What's up with Colin Farrell? Just a mason, a deceiver, somebody who sold his soul for fame and fortune. That's it. That's actually somebody said I look like a little bit. Better than some of the other things people say. You are under another level of MK Ultra and have been groomed by the gatekeepers into speaking half-truths, yet ultimately blind to the true light. What? Number one, what's the true light? And how am I under MK Ultra? No one's ever done experiments on me. If they split their next 2 games, they will be 2022. Wow. In 2022, they're going to be 2022. That's amazing, Grant. Yeah, this is tough. I'm decoding the Stanley Cup as well for people. This is tough. I said Lightning 4-1 last year, and they won 4-1. I guess all of you, there is another turn you need to make. Okay, whoever this guy is, he might go soon. This Anthony, he joins and he puts some good finds, and then he just starts attacking everybody. Like he's above everybody. I don't get these people, mate. If you're so good, set up your own page, all right? Stop just coming to mine. I'm not under MK Ultra, mate. And how am I giving half-truths here? I'd say practically everything I've just said in this live. Oh, my God, 42 minutes, guys. 43 now. Everything I've just said in this live is unarguable. You can't deny it. You can't deny it, man. I don't... Okay, I'm under MK Ultra. What's this guy on about? And then he said if you add up all the numbers of the Jazz players playing in Kobe's last ever game, guys, it gets you 181. Richard didn't say this, so he said the 181. Well, 181 is the 42nd prime for your 42. The year Kobe died, the Lakers win the NBA 4-2. 181 is the 42nd prime. We know the word Jesuits 42. We know the word Freemasons 42. We know England won their only ever World Cup in 1966. The final was 4-2, and Freemasonry was founded in England, in London. And the World Cup final in 66 was at Wembley Stadium, which is in London. If it goes to Game 7, though, that's going to be on Father's Day. And we know how big that is. Father's Day. Kobe was Gianna's father. Michael Jordan won the NBA Finals on Father's Day right after his dad supposedly died. And then Michael Jordan was drafted on Father's Day on 619. 619, San Diego's dialing code, area code. Think about Rey Mysterio. Booyaka, booyaka, 619. There's so much for it to go to a Game 7. If it does go for a Game 7, I'm fine anyway. I said it would. at plus 200. And I'm not covering myself here. I said there is stuff for 4-2. I didn't say anything about 4-1. I didn't say anything about 4-0. And I didn't say anything about Boston winning it. I said Warriors 4-3, but there's stuff for 4-2. But get game 7 to be safe, and especially if you were future better. Now you're laughing if you listen to my advice. And I'm not being Hubbard here. By the way, there's a guy called, what's his name? Shit, but wait, let me find his name because I want to promote him because he does some of the funniest work I've ever come across. What's his name? Apologize for forgetting his name. Sports Gematria. There's a guy called Sports Gematria who rarely calls out bullshit, especially with Zach Hubbard. So I'm not going to be Zach Hubbard saying I called, like calling every team in the NBA to win it and then saying he called it. I had Warriors at plus 900, and then what I say, just be smart now. You're in a really comfortable position. Be really smart. It's like keep the ball. If you're playing soccer, football, just keep the ball now. You don't need to score another goal. Just keep it. Be smart. Be smart. No need to justify blatant truths, brother. I know. I'm working each and every day to get better at not responding to these people, but to get accused of being under MK Ultra and that I'm spitting half truths and that I'm a gatekeeper, and people wishing that my page gets deleted and people leave me. My Patreon's only going to grow the more I grow. I believe in that. And I know I'll have days and weeks where it goes and then boom and then boom. I've come to terms with that. And I think soon I'll go on a different path where this guy said to me, with your knowledge and ability, you should have at least 500 patrons, but your ego's too big. That's why people don't sign up to you. I don't agree with that. I don't believe that's why I don't have 500. And same with YouTube. I should have more than 5,000. And it's the algorithm. With Patreon, it's not the algorithm. It's just, it takes a lot for the average Joe to commit money to someone they don't know who's not famous, or it's hard for people. I did it. I remember the first time I supported someone's Patreon, I was like, should I do this? Should I really give this person, I don't know, $10 and take a chance on them? And I did it, and I learned along the way, and then I realized I am wasting my money here because they didn't give me anything. But yeah, to wish that my Patreon fails. If it fails, it fails. The reality is, I didn't go into it expecting to get really popular. It was part of my journey. It's been organic. It might monumentally grow. I've got more potential for my Patreon and YouTube to grow than completely just disband. That's the reality. So yeah, what I'm saying here, a lot of this numbers have been Richard's, and then I've come out with a lot of stuff, and I've read stuff in the chat. This is what I do. Give so much credit to people. Paul is for the Gentiles and the two messengers. Okay. You're Zach Shull Prodigy, number 56, and are spiritually discerned. Ban me, that's what the Ferreiras do. I'm spiritually discerned. All right. I just won't read it. He can stay. I'll let him stay. He can stay, but I won't read any more of his comments. If you want to read them, you can. I'll let him stay. I'll see if I can stay patient and just let the guy stay. And he can say whatever he wants, and we'll see. Post Malone said about a bit of truth in his Breakfast Club interview. They do. These top stars are allowed to sprinkle a bit of truth with you. Buzz Aldrin basically told everyone that man didn't go to the moon. But then he also plays along like it did happen. But multiple times he said it didn't. Russell Brand, your classic gatekeeper. I watched a documentary about gatekeepers, trying to figure out how they operate, even though somebody's saying I'm one. And it was basically the majority of the world right now believe in the mainstream still. They do. The majority still do. That's why when you try and have these discussions with people, they shut off because they're still completely under this mind control. And what they've done now is like, how can we get that minority like myself and you guys to play along? Because they need us all to truly play along for them to get their new world order. They need all of us. So like, how can we convince these people? Boom, we'll come up with controlled opposition. We have to give them certain truth, because in order for those people to trust these control people, they have to connect with them, and they have to be able to go, all right, okay, yeah, I get that. He's speaking truth. He's calling out the government. He's calling out this. He's calling out that. But in reality, they are completely deceiving you at the same time. So I think I mentioned this in my last live. Please, the people in the chat or in the comments, stop comparing me with Russell Brand and Zach Hubbard and David Icke and all these other people when I'm just a regular lad who cares about people, who cares about the truth, who has a strong level of discernment, who's very intelligent. And I share this information to try and help people, because if I help other people, it helps me as well. It helps everybody. I told you, every time you do a kind act, an act of kindness, you benefit in the whole world, not just that one person and yourself. You don't get that because we are all one when it comes to that, including plants and animals and all of that stuff that you might go, what you on about? Because they can't talk to you, or they don't work a 9 till 5. They're not human, or whatever you want to call it. I don't like the term human. So the reality is this: I'm genuine, but I ain't perfect. That's the reality. I do amazing work, and if I didn't, you wouldn't be even in this live stream right now, because you could be doing anything with your life right now, and you're here, which I'm very, very, very grateful for. And like Stacey told me, if you don't like my work, this guy's saying I'm under MK Ultra, I'm controlled, I'm a gatekeeper, I'm spitting half truths, and I'm not close to God, and he's in my life. Why, mate? Ask yourself that. Zach has really little hands. Yeah, he does. Surprised he can throw that softball with his little hands. His hands are tiny. So are Ricky Gervais's hands. Look at Ricky Gervais's hands. He has the most blatant female hands you'll ever see, Ricky Gervais. Look at his hands. Google his hands now. I sent the link to the 126 video. Please add him after this live. If you got time, watch that video. 32 minutes long. Oh my God, 32, like Kobe's numbers combined. Wow. I'll absolutely watch it, mate. I'll absolutely watch it. Do you know that February the 1st, 2-1, the big number that they love, 21, is the 32nd day of the year? It's why Brady retired on 2-1, the 32nd day of the year, and there's 32 teams in the NFL. Who do you think's behind the NFL, guys? There's 32 A's in the Society of Jesus logo. There's 32 teams in the NFL. Is there not 32 teams in the NHL now as well? For another 32? It's going to be 32 teams in the upcoming World Cup. Who do you think's behind all of this? Why do you think they picked 32? Why? 8 times 4. The Jesuit order gets you 84. Jesuits, 84. Pope Francis was born 1217, 1936. Add up those numbers, 84. Michael Jordan was drafted in 84. LeBron James was born in 84. George Orwell's famous book, 1984, foreshadowing the world right now. 8 plus 4 gets you 12, and 1 plus 2 gets you 3. The reason I think Tom McDonald is controlled opposition. 100%, mate. Have you not seen my video about him? I ruined Tom McDonald. He tweeted about me. He had to do a tweet about me. I destroyed Tom McDonald and Nova, his so-called girlfriend. Watch that video, mate. If you haven't watched my Tom McDonald video, if you don't know who he is a white rapper, basically trying to be Eminem. And he spits truths with bullshit. And all he does, he brings people down, and he talks about depression and mental health, and he's pushing all of that and suicide. But then he also speaks truth in it. A lot of songs give you half truths. Like bands like Muse will give you a lot of truth in their lyrics. But they feed you bullshit as well. Max Spires, I haven't figured him out right now. Zach has Donald Trump hands. Donald Trump is blatantly a female. His whole family is inverted Donald Trumps. Again, I've got images of it. It's so blatant. Let me find this image here of Justin Bieber's wife. Is he married or is it a girlfriend? I don't know. Justine Bieber, who's female, is probably playing the role of multiple people on the world stage. He sent me this photo of, look at the grandmother here of Hailey Bieber. That's the grandmother of Hailey Bieber. You think that's a woman? Do you believe that's a woman? Do you? And if you do, then there's something wrong with you. That is Hailey Bieber's grandmother. That's what we're being told. Carol Baldwin, my beautiful grandma, the matriarch of the Baldwin family. Really? That's a woman? Okay. All right, sure it is. Sure it is. It's a bloke, guys. It's a bloke. And I always say the word bloke, and people are like, oh, he goes again calling these people blokes. That's the bloke. All those family members are inverted and inbred. I just posted a video on my Patreon about the family tree of the royal family. They're all related to each other. All of them. They're all related. They keep it in the family, baby. Literally. PewDiePie is a Mason. Of course, you can't have that amount of followers on YouTube without being one of them. What's the gamer guy called? I don't play video games. What's the gamer guy that everyone were obsessed with? Who's like supposedly a million and billionaire, and what they've done is they want kids to follow him. So they want kids sat on their ass being brainwashed, playing video games, not being out there doing sports and learning and reading and growing. What was his name? Not Mr. Beast. There's another one. It's not Mr. Beast. Maybe I'm wrong. There's a guy who was like amazing at video games, and he played Fortnite and Ninja. So Ninja is supposedly this multimillionaire from playing video games. So kids aspire to be Ninja, so they'll spend 15 hours a day playing video games. What do you want to be when you're older? I don't know. I don't want to go to school. I just know I'm going to be rich from playing video games like Ninja. Ninja's just one of them. A Masonic invert deceiving the masses. I don't judge people who play video games. I personally don't. Never really got into them. Unless it was like Pro Evo, a bit of FIFA, Crash Bandicoot, Street Fighter, occasionally when I was younger. But people are obsessed with video games, live in this virtual reality world. They don't even know how to coexist in the real world at all. So I don't know who Mr. Beast is, but I'm sure he's one of them as well. So again, I won't be doing long because I'm doing a really important live later with Jay Soul. So Richard, thank you. The 81s there, the 81 accomplishments, Kobe Bean Bryant, 81, high scoring game, 81 points. Wow. And I'll add to this, Skull and Bones are also known as Order 322. Okay? Or the Brotherhood of Death. Skull and Bones run the show. And 322 is the 81st day of the year. You want to, Slick Rick, take that one. 322 is the 81st day of the year. Skull and Bones, 322. Brady's not winning another Super Bowl. He's staying on 7. 3 + 2 + 2 is 7. Okay? Elgin Baylor died on 322. And that's why Baylor won the NCAA. Did Zach Hubbard claim he called that when he pretty much got all of it wrong? Didn't he say Gonzaga and all sorts of other stuff? He'll probably tell you he had Baylor. He had a great riddle for Baylor as well. You know what I mean? It's like for me, if Boston somehow turn the series around, I'll say I've been on the Warriors since December. I'm gutted. Boston have a riddle, but they always do. I had Warriors. I won't say, but I did say that Boston have this. I'll say, no, they had a riddle, but I thought the Warriors were winning it. That's fine. People can accept that. No, I actually said Boston. If you go back to this live, I said Boston. No, but no, you also said like 9 other teams for another 9. You said 9 other teams. And then you go live and tell people that look, Boston win the NBA and it's because of this. And then for people who are new, they're going to sign up to him because they'll see, I'm like, oh my God, he called that when he didn't. Whereas I've called so many things, so many. And then I don't go live saying, sign up to my Patreon. Guarantee you're going to get rich, you dumbass. Absolute dumbass retard. Sign up. Get rich with me. I don't do what I do now to make people rich. The reality is, this is how I look at it. You pay me $10 a month, which is $8 for me, for Kobe's jersey number. And it's well worth it. I believe in my work that my fucking Patreon is worth $10 a month. And I won't have anyone tell me any different. But I ain't doing it to get you rich. Somebody said, do this, Adam. They said, do this. Like, if they win $100 off a pick, just say, hey, that's 10 months of my Patreon. Just don't gamble for the rest of the month. But people can't they can't help themselves, people. How can these footballers be inverts if they play at such a high level? Demonically possessed, pumped with all sorts of drugs. It's very easy. Very easy. When I say they're genetic females, you can't then compare them to a regular female because they're pumped with all sorts of testosterone and growth hormone and immense amounts of drugs that allow them to do what they do. It's wild, guys. But again, I don't know, do I? Maybe none of them are. Maybe Hailey Bieber's grandmother there was actually a woman. Maybe Serena Williams is a woman and Venus. Maybe China from WWE was a woman who just liked to work out. Maybe. I don't know. I can't prove it. There's some that have come out and said that they're inverted or transgender. They've come out and said it. But again, can I still prove it just because they said it? Just because they said it doesn't mean it's true. Okay, so I can't really prove it then. And they can't. So you're never going to believe anything. But it's funny how you believe the mainstream. You won't believe me coming out with undeniable syncs and patterns. Undeniable. But you'll believe the mainstream when they tell you this is happening in the Ukraine right now. Or this amount of people are dying. You'll believe that because you see it reported by an inverted anchor. But when I say it, I'm controlled. I'm a liar. I'm a gatekeeper. And you won't call out the mainstream media and the anchors who are getting paid really good money to lie to you and deceive you. You don't call them out, but you call me out. Makes you laugh, doesn't it? People who call everyone clones don't realize that there's probably cyborgs with realistic human skin, like those Terminator movies, prosthetics, magic, shapeshifters, body doubles, blokes. Yeah, there's so many ways we can go. I don't believe in cloning, but I do believe in prosthetics, which is undeniable. I believe in magic. I believe that shapeshifters exist. Body doubles has been proven in Hollywood that they do have body doubles, all the top stars, and stunt doubles. And I think the majority of A-list celebrities, if not all of them, were born the opposite sex. That's what I think. I've worked really hard to come to that conclusion. So when you do make those accusations, they're big accusations. Like people make big accusations about me. So I guess I've got to take it on the chin, haven't I? Because I'm doing it about everyone else. Ronaldo and Eminem are too good, so they're probably not human. They're possessed, mate. Ronaldo always plays like a man who's possessed. They always say that about Ronaldo. They always say Eminem has been possessed with the gift for rapping. You just got to listen to what they say. And Eminem's often said that he's had issues with his demons. He ain't joking when he says that. We think about demons just like the things that bring us down, our low frequency, our doubts, like our self-doubt. That's our demons. No, when someone like Eminem says he's fighting with demons, he's on about actual demons that can possess a human vessel. And the way that they possess it is when you perform satanic rituals and you take part in black magic, which the average Joe like myself and you guys can't comprehend because we'll never do that. Hopefully, we'll never do that. We can't comprehend what these people do and what's been done to them and how they've been abused, a lot of the younger ones like Brittany and Christina and Justin, from a young age. So demons have been attracted to these people who have been abused since birth. Guys, I'm going to have to put my phone on charge. I said I'd only do an hour, so I don't know how much longer I'm going to do. Where's my charger? Let's see. 1 second. I'm going to pour myself a drink, guys. I'm not having a beer, though. Let's have a little drink. Give me a second. Sorry about this. My throat's hurting again. I think I'm talking too much. All right. Oh. So, Eminem will be angry at you if you dissed his daughter, Haley. Oh, is he going to write a song about me? Was it even his real daughter? What was his wife called? Kim? Yeah. Eminem's a little female from 8 Mile. That movie 8 Mile is so good, though, isn't it? And his real name's Terrence. And Terrence lives at home with his real rich parents, whatever he said. That movie is so good. But the way they've portrayed Eminem, that he lived in a trailer park with his mum in Detroit, and then he hung around with all these African Americans, and then he froze and he choked, B-Rabbit, and then he made his way at the top, and suddenly this little skinny guy from Detroit gets recruited by Dre and becomes the greatest rapper alive. Eminem is demonically possessed. And I think they got him involved with the whole duality of the white and black. And they're trying to use Tom MacDonald now as the next Eminem, but it's not going to work. There'll never be another Eminem. You can't deny, like, again, I never deny the talent of somebody like Eminem. I could still listen to his music. The song Stan was poetry in motion. Lose Yourself, incredible. I can play the intro of that song on piano. Some of his other music I didn't like Without Me. I didn't like Eminem's cheesy music. I didn't connect with it. But like Toy Soldiers was a good song. They say maybe he sacrificed his best friend who was in that band with him. I forgot what they were called. He had a song called Purple Hills or something. What were they called? And his best friend died, and then he was distraught about it. That's again, did he die? I don't know. Apparently, narcissists are controlled by demons. They could be sociopaths, narcissists, serial killers, rapists. They could be possessed by demons. They could be. Illusion, have you ever heard of the death clauses? I haven't, mate. I haven't. Kobe's 81-point game, he scored 26 in the first half, 55 in the second half, died on the 26th day of the year, and his memorial was on the 55th day of the year. Wow, mate. Yeah, it was on 224, like Gianna and Kobe's numbers. And I'm sure they'll say that's why they had it on that date. But it's all ritual, isn't it? The 55 is connected to Satan. Satan gets you 55. How do you get 55 points in a half, guys? In a half. How'd you get 55? Do you know Kobe Bryant's highest scoring game was in 2006, which was the year that his daughter Gianna was born, who he died with? 2006, again, another 26. Gianna Bryant's name is 126 as well, Richard. She supposedly died on 126 and her name's 126. Beautiful was a great song, yeah. Again, like I said, I did a post calling out Prince, who could be playing the role of his sister. Google it now, guys. Google Prince's sister and tell me that might not actually be Prince playing the role. Google it. And you're going to go, oh, what? I think Prince is playing the role of his sister. Look at it. Google it now and say whatever you want about me. Prince didn't die. He wrote a song about dying in an elevator, and he's supposedly found dead in an elevator in Minnesota. Eminem, Marshall Mathers for your 33, was a phenomenal talent. He doesn't look real anymore, does he? He doesn't look like him anymore. It's very strange how Eminem looks right now. And even the way he talks, it's strange. I did a video, Brody, on Millie Davis. That Gianna's Millie Davis. I did a video about it. Really strong with the numbers. Millie Davis was born 12/6. Like Gianna died 1/26. Millie Davis was born on Giannis's birthday. Giannis. Like Gianna, who just won the NBA Finals. The Greek freak. Prince Philip was born in Greece. It's all connected. So Slick Rick's saying, yep, it is. Prince is playing the role of his sister, guys. Stacey, check that out. I know it goes over people's heads. You'll probably say, well, they're related. They look alike. I look a little bit like my brother and sister. That's what people will say and try and justify it. It's the same person. And what's weird with Prince is he was born a female, presented himself to the world as a male, and now he's playing the role of a female again, which is his actual natural gender. It's what they do. And yeah, this is what I was trying to say. So I called out Prince to be a female with his tight red pants with no bulge, like 5 foot, whatever he was, with his high heels on and his fake beard and his high-pitched voice and all of that stuff. Supposedly all the girls loved him. And I've told you, there's something with mind control where the media can make you find somebody attractive, like they're doing right now with Ed Sheeran. They've told you that he's an attractive guy and people think he is. Ask any girl, they go, yeah, he's kind of cute, isn't he? I like his red hair, he's cute. He's not cute, is he? In reality. You might like redheads, but in general, he's not cute. So I was saying, you can still, oh my God, on my microwave, it's 13:41. Gianna died at 13, Kobe at 41, 41 the 13th prime. LA gets you 41 and 13. Wow, just looked at that microwave. I don't know why I do that. I think it's 2 minutes wrong as well. Another reason why Warriors could win or Boston could win 4-3 is Kobe Bryant's 43 this year. It's currently 43 right now for another 43. Super Bowl 56 had 43 points, which was in Los Angeles. So yeah, you can still listen to Prince's music. I might say is inverted, is satanic, is this, but if that music connects with you and it soothes your soul and it does help you, like gambling often doesn't help people. Music can. Music can put you in a good mood. So I still occasionally listen to Prince's music, but I don't believe Prince died and I believe he worshipped Satan. But I could be completely wrong. But I'll still listen. I'll still listen to Eminem. And I know you can't be at Eminem's level without being truly sick and deranged. You can't. You simply cannot be. Meg Thee Stallion is a female. Yeah, Meghan Markle's a man. Check out his hands and shoulders. It's a man, a very attractive one. Just like Robin Williams is a female pretending to be a male. Yeah, Melinda Gates did a video on that. How many videos have I done? I called that out a year and a half ago. Robin Williams is Melinda Gates. I remember literally doing the video on my recess as a teacher. Oh, I had a break, an hour break. I thought, all right, boom, I'll get this video out. It is. And then Kevin Kline could also be Melinda Gates because sometimes they have more than one guy play a person. There's some sort of magic with it. Robin Williams' death was predicted on Family Guy. And the night that Family Guy was aired in London, that episode where Robin Williams killed himself with a gun, Robin Williams, the real person, the character, whatever you want to say, he died. Supposedly died of depression. So again, pushing mental health. If Robin Williams can die of depression, who's a Hollywood superstar and hilarious and had a nice family, then when I feel suicidal thoughts, maybe I should take my life as well. Because if Robin Williams can, then why can't I? It's sickening. Nobody should ever take the life. It's been given to you by God. You should never take your life. You shouldn't ever consider it either. Okay, when you get tested, see it as a beautiful thing. Okay? God tests you intentionally to see who you really are. Robin Williams could be Kevin Kline. No, Kevin Kline could be Melinda Gates. It's complicated. There's often multiple characters playing one main character. If you Google Melinda Gates from 10 years ago to her now, you will 100% see, without Gematria, that Melinda Gates is not the same person. I'm not even sure Bill Gates is, if you go back and look. And I'm not talking go back 40 years when they were young, in their early 20s. I'm talking about go back 10 years and look at Melinda Gates. Completely different nose, completely different cheekbones, completely different forehead, bigger feet, bigger hands. When you just have to have the ability to, and the patience to look. They always tell you the truth's in plain sight. We've always been taught that. But you have to look. You have to be willing to look, or you won't find. So when I ask you, look at Robin Williams, then look at Melinda Gates, realize Robin Williams played the role of Mrs. Doubtfire, a woman, deceiving everybody. He deceived his whole family in the movie. He deceived his whole family in the movie being a woman, just to let you know this is where he's going. Soft disclosure, they tell you the truth. They could have picked any Hollywood actor to be Mrs. Doubtfire. Why do you think they picked Robin Williams? Why? Robin Williams, who has no willy. They do this a lot, like Venus Williams and Serena Williams, that have no willy. I don't know why they like to mock us. They're kind of funny at times with it. Lots of people think Ed Sheeran's attractive because he got voted in the top 10 sexiest man alive. Let me read the article. Ed Sheeran, sexiest man or something. Sexiest man alive. Ed Sheeran described Sexiest Man Alive nomination as ridiculous. He was nominated alongside David Beckham, Justin Timberlake, and Adam Levine. All four of those people are biological females. I was out having tacos yesterday with my boy Pedro, and there was a Maroon 5 song on in the background. You're so good. Whatever that song's called, I don't even know. Where it's so high-pitched all the way through it. And I was looking at how feminine he was, the way he moved, the way he sang, the way he looked, the way he touched himself. And I'd never noticed it before. And again, why is everyone all over Adam Levine? It's a woman. But how many girls are going to accept that? They're not. That they've been attracted to a woman who's been pumped with insane amounts of testosterone, probably being castrated. If that's possible. No, you can't be if you were born a female. I don't know how they're doing it, but these people are not who you think they are. So yeah, Ed Sheeran is he ugly? I don't know, but is he one of the hottest male celebrities? That's what they're saying here. And a heartthrob? Is he, girls? I know not many girls follow my work. There's more and more following me. The sexy red-headed British singer. Is he sexy? Is he? I'm looking at a photo of him now. What? If he was at school, and I don't promote bullying at all, Ed Sheeran, 31, has been dubbed the sexiest man alive by Glamour's magazine in June 2022. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. If Ed Sheeran was at school when I was at school, he would have got hammered. He would have got painfully bullied in England for the way he looks. And I'm not promoting bullying. Sexiest man alive. I'm way sexier than Ed Sheeran. Different level of sexiness to Ed Sheeran. But he's the sexiest man alive and he's not even a man. Victoria's Secret, all the models are men. Steve Harvey. What about him? Is that the guy who does Family Feuds or Family Fortunes, whatever it's called? Someone said Miley Cyrus is Ayesha Curry. I've read that. Could be. Miley Cyrus is always on stage pretending she has a penis. And who did that recently? Somebody sent me it. Somebody sent me an image of a female pretending she had a penis. Let me check. It was on Twitter. It was, where is it? I think it was Carly. I get so many things now. Somebody said I look like Harry Potter as well. That kind of made me laugh and annoyed me. I've never liked Harry Potter, but how the fuck do I look like Harry Potter? I don't have glasses. I don't have his stupid hair. I don't know how I look like him either. It's getting outrageous now, some of these calls. There's a guy on my Twitter who's obsessed with Brazil winning the World Cup, and he finds amazing numbers. He really thinks Brazil win the World Cup. It said, joining Brazil, of the 32 teams that will participate in the 2022 World Cup, 22 were present at the 2002 World Cup, like 22, when Brazil were the champion, which was 20 years ago. So he really likes Brazil, and he has a really strong argument for them. I can't find where it is. I get too many people tweeting me now, but there was another celebrity who was pretending that they had a penis. And I can't find out who it was. Why are they doing this? Why? Sharon, love child of Elton John? Maybe. Yeah, Ed Sheeran likely would be a virgin if he wasn't a singer. And I've told you, Ed Sheeran grew up close to where I lived. I've seen him busk in Halifax. I remember him. It was almost right before he became famous. And he wasn't very good. Now he's got some songs that people love. Like that Perfect song people love. I really liked him at the beginning. I remember my mate Matt introduced me. I was like, I like this guy's music. But now he irritates me. Boris has no Willie. Yep. Boris has no Johnson. Boris Johnson. Lily Allen looks like a white version of Rihanna. I've not noticed that, but I'll have to take a look. Have you seen the Black Mirror episode with Miley Cyrus? It's pretty much exposes how they play different characters. Yeah, she played Hannah Montana. She played multiple roles in the same show. What more do you want? What more do you want? Miley Cyrus is a bloke. It was Miley Cyrus. Oh, no, I've already said that. Maybe it was Christina Aguilera. I don't know. So I'm looking at a photo of here. I'm better not do it. People call me out. She's doing the all-mocking tongue, this massive tongue, Miley Cyrus, and the devil horns. And she suddenly got tattoos everywhere and getting her hair short. She went from being a Disney princess, a Disney superstar, to what she is now. They do it to all of them. And I've told you why they do that. I've told you. They let them come through the Mickey Mouse Club and Disney, so the young kids get connected to them. They look up to them, and at that time, they are really good role models, often. And then they become these sickos, and then people say, Hollywood just got them the better of them. It's the paparazzis. It's not their fault. It's what they do. And then you've got that connection with them. They're almost like your idol or your sister to you or your girlfriend to you or whatever it is. And then you just want to continue being like them. It's sickening. There's a guy on YouTube that keeps predicting every World Cup without numerology because he realized that there's a pattern. Is that the guy who said Holland's going to win it? Is it the 12-year pattern you're talking about? The 12-year pattern, which is connected to time, isn't it? The days divided into two 12s. It's supposedly 12 months in the year when there should be 13 because 52 divided by 4 is 13, not 12. Whitney Houston never died, and that's another bloke. Google Whitney Houston, no makeup, man. And yes, I know some girls can look more masculine without makeup. That's a fact. But there's looking more masculine than there's looking like a blatant bloke like Whitney Houston, who was also possessed by a demon. Why she could sing at a different level, just like Beyonce is possessed by Sasha Fierce. Kyrie Irving does have some interesting tattoos. Kyrie Irving's the classic case of controlled opposition where he wouldn't get vaccinated and this, that, and the other. They said that he wasn't allowed to play games in New York, but he could play road games. Wait, is this not a global pandemic? So he couldn't play for New York. He couldn't play in Brooklyn because he hadn't been jabbed because of the law, but he could play away games. Is it not a global pandemic? Again, people say, I like Kyrie. Kyrie's actually one of the good ones. He's not. Kyrie's won NBA. He played with LeBron. He's playing Brooklyn Nets. He's one of the high-profile players. Kyrie Irving, he always talks about magic as well. Always refers to magic. Always. And stop saying Kyrie's a good guy because he didn't get vaxxed. And he's called out the NBA for it. He's allowed to. It's his role. They need a certain amount of people against the main agenda. They have to. So you're giving your energy to Kyrie Irving like he's a good guy, and he isn't. None of them. Nothing but actors, the NBA. The NBA, nothing but actors. You think they're going to let a couple of normal, nice guys in there and get to the top like Kyrie, who won the NBA with LeBron, with Cleveland, and he got the last shot that won him it in Game 7? You think they're going to let a nice, good, innocent guy do that? Come on. Come on. They've got to give you a certain amount of celebs that are going to be on your side. But the majority won't be. We can't have all of them say everything the World Economic Forum's saying because it'd be too obvious. People are smart. They've mastered psychology. Kyrie's good at them. Can't call everyone out. All right, sure, he's fucking good. I've never heard of Joe Cox, but is it a girl? Probably has a cock. Male Melania Trump is a bloke with a hot dog, yep. All the first ladies are men. This is the mockery. All the Miss Universes are men. All the Victoria's Secrets models are men. People won't have it. Still listen to Eminem, though. I don't watch sports. Yeah, I still listen to music. I don't watch sports. You got to figure out what you want. I don't have TV. I don't have Netflix. But I still watch documentaries on YouTube. I still listen to music. It brings me joy. Stacey was asking, well, can I still listen to like certain music if it's all satanic? I was like, yeah. She's talking about that running up that road, be running up that hill, which is from Stranger Things, and Placebo covered it. Was it Kate Bush? She said, well, I like Kate Bush. Can I still listen? Of course you can. When I do this, I'm not trying to completely turn you away from everything that brings you pleasure because you'll be miserable. I've told you I occasionally watch the In-Betweeners because it still makes me laugh, and I'm pretty certain they're all inverted, every last one of them in that show. But I still watch it. I still listen to music. But I'd rather make my own now. I'd rather make my own than listen to it. I'd rather play sports or coach them than watch other people doing it. How's the family doing? As far as I'm aware, amazing. I'm very blessed with my family. And I really hope to see them in September. It's the biggest goal of my year. That's what I'm striving towards. That's what I want to do. And again, I'm having to be dependent on the system, whether that's possible, if they're going to let me board a plane. It's just sickening. It really is. But again, when you get too upset about it, they're getting your energy, which is what they want. Zach was promoting guitar lessons with Jeff Young, who's from Megadeth. Zach's just a joker. What is he? He wants to be a music producer now. What talent does that guy have? But whatever. Yeah, if he's promoting guitar classes, then that's fine. It's beautiful to play an instrument. We can all learn to play an instrument. Oh, no, there's no way I could ever learn. Well, obviously, with that mindset, you'll never learn. You might not become the greatest. Don't you realize that most people don't try and learn something because they compare themselves with the very best, and that's not always the best way to go about it? Just learn one song. You're telling me if you didn't get a guitar and you practice it like a few times a week over a year, you won't be able to play one song? Just that one song that you could pull out every now and again. Campfire, boom. Gonna play this song for you. You don't have to do 1,000 songs. You do know that these artists don't write their own music. None of them. Not one of them writes their own music. None of them. And they get so much help with auto-tune, and even a lot of the time when you see them playing these instruments, they're not even playing them. They're pretending they're playing them. No different to the air guitar, where they're actually showing you that it's actual fakeness, where you're doing the air guitar and all of that without it. It's so easy to fake playing something and then having the music actually be played on these giant stages. How many lead singers are miming? They're not actually singing, but they're pretending they are. You see it a lot. Sometimes they forget to stop fucking miming, and you can still hear, wait, who's that? Who's singing that? I thought it was you. Oh, no, it's not. And then they're back to miming again. Deceiving you. What about that song? Who was it? Look into my eyes, can't you see they're open wide? Would I lie to you, baby? Would I lie to you? Who sung that? Milli Vanilli or something? And it all came out that they didn't actually sing it. It wasn't their voice. They were just pretending. They were just to act because they looked good. And they were twins and they thought that would help sell more records. And it wasn't actually them deceiving you, and people laugh it off when you've been deceived, giving your money to these people. Kate Bush for the win, baby. Katy Perry threw up on stage and the song kept going because they don't perform half the time. They're getting help either by demons or by technology, especially now. Maybe back in the day they sung live, like on Top of the Pops and stuff, which makes me think of Jimmy Savile, who was friends with the royal family. He hosted Top of the Pops. Sicko. Johnny loves my I'm Sick of the Jesuits song. I'm not going to play it again and boost my ego. I love that song, which I wrote. It wasn't Sony, it wasn't the devil. It was me in 5 minutes. A YouTube channel called Reality of Things keeps predicting the World Cups in advance because the losers are usually replayed. He has Brazil 2022. I'm going to start looking deep into this Brazil riddle. I'm not going to get stubborn like I used to be. I keep saying England, Argentina, Brazil, and Germany. If you back one of them, you guarantee the profit. That's all I keep saying. If you want to win money, one of those four win, you win money. And if it's anyone else, okay, wrong, slap me, have a go at me, bitch at me. But yeah, the Brazil riddle is very strong. 20 years ago, they won it. In 2002, which is your 22. It's 22s everywhere. But good for that guy. All right, guys, follow Reality of Things. I'm going to follow him. Reality of Things. See, I think I promote people as much as anybody. And people say I only care about myself. See how many people follow him. How many subs does he have? Wow, 684,000 subs. That doesn't. Does that mean he's controlled? I don't know. Maybe not. Still talking, self-talking, world record holder Adam, love you. Yeah, my throat, man. Adam, look up the Katy Perry collapse on stage. I've seen it. She was singing I Kissed a Girl and I Liked It, and then MK Ultra ran out and she malfunctioned. And then they pick her up, don't they? I kissed a girl. It's like she malfunctioned, but I think that was the mind control wearing off and she was trying to escape it rather than the fact that people say she's a robot, which she may well be. They could make AI of these people. I don't think so. I don't think they're that advanced. Yeah, Milli Vanilli. Yeah, they do wear that blue and yellow. This guy, I've told you, I'll give him a shout out again, his name, one more time. Where is he? He really wants to. I don't know if he's trying to compete with me or if he's just trying to help me. Either way, I'll take it. This guy is called Rodrigo Ezio. I'm going to put his Twitter description. How does this guy have 25 followers? Right, let's increase that for him. Oh my God, he has 25 followers whilst I have 25 likes. Ronaldo and Neymar born 2.5. Neymar born 2.5. This guy has 25 followers and I have 25 likes as I'm talking about him. Wow. Neymar went to PSG for 222 million euros. Can win the World Cup in 2022. Wow. Okay. Here's this guy's Twitter. The blue and yellow are French monarchy colours, but the main reason the blue and yellow is because it's the Freemason colours. Look at their logo. It's blue and yellow. It's the Masons. That's the blue and yellow. Why are you seeing it everywhere? It's not the Ukraine. It's not the Rams. It's the Freemasons telling you that they run the show. What about Adam Lambert, Queen singer, anyone? What is that gay guy who came on the scene? Gay emo. Again, good. What do you want from me? That guy. I want you to shut the fuck up. Stop deceiving people, Adam. That's what I want. Nice first name, though. Gavin Newsom equals Bradley Cooper. So I don't know. That stuff, there's people doing amazing work with that. I did the Justin Bieber's The Weeknd. I did Robin Williams' Melinda Gates. and I did Miles Garrett, Kobe's Miles Garrett. I think they're the 3 I've done where I felt really comfortable talking about them, and I could look you in the eye and say, yes, that's what I think. Newsom as Bradley Cooper, I don't know. Paris wore pink, Denver wore blue. They were, however, both girls. Yeah, well, yeah, we can't. When it comes to colors, like I got some pink shirts. Does that make me gay or a female? No, I've got green shirts. I've got blue shirts, white shirts, black, pink, blue. All right, 5 more minutes, then I'm off. So I'm going live tonight, as I keep telling you. Your daughter died age 6 weeks, cot death. I can only say sorry for that. It's not. I don't know what else I can say. I hope the 6 weeks that she had here that she enjoyed. Belinda Gates, I call him Bellender. Oh, that's a great play on words. What I lied to you was Charles and Eddie. Oh, was it Charles and Eddie? Okay, again, I don't know. Charles and Eddie, that sounds right. Who was Milli Vanilli then? Where am I getting Milli Vanilli from? Look into my eyes, can't you see that open wide? Yeah, Milli Vanilli is. No, wait. Or maybe it's not. Milli Vanilli. Yeah, Charles and Eddie, but didn't one of them become a part of Milli Vanilli as well? This video, guys, just for a bit of banter. I can't play it because then I get screwed over. Milli Vanilli, not Milli Vanilli, Charles and Eddie. You have to watch it, guys. It's beyond like cringe. It's a good song, isn't it? Like the dance moves are just laughable. Like I kind of missed the 80s. It was so cringeworthy, but so real as well. Like the outfits that they wore, absolutely scandalous stuff. Love you, Adam. No, only saying you are never wrong. I really enjoyed today. That's great. Just try and enjoy as many days as you can. You won't always have great days, but I do believe you dictate your reality and how you react to things. If you feel down, it's on you to change that, not anybody else. It's on you. We will have adversity. We'll go through shit. We'll have days where we feel terrible and feel sorry for ourselves and want to be away from the world. It's very rare that it happens with me, but we all have them. But then you got to do something about it. Exercise helps me. Poetry helps me. Food always brings me joy. I ain't the guy who's going to be upset and go lay in his bed for days crying about the world, because that doesn't help anybody. You're not helping anybody by doing that. You're an 80s baby, so am I. 86. And I keep talking about that number, 86. It's absolutely enormous. Enormous. Which is good for Argentina, or potentially good for Argentina. South American teams got to be making the final. From my notes, it has to be, and it's Brazil or Argentina. And the European team, I do believe, will likely be England. Girl, I'm gonna miss you. I can't remember that song. Would I lie to you? Would I lie to you, baby? Now, would I say something that just ain't true? I'm asking you, sugar, would I lie to you? Yes, of course you would lie to us, you Masonic actors. Yes. Would I lie to you, baby? Yes. Yes, of course you would. No doubt in my mind that you would lie to me. I wonder what 616 will bring. Maybe the devil. The alternate number of the beast is 616, guys. It's when Jurgen Klopp was born. And it could be when the Warriors close out the NBA. Today's the 166th day of the year, which is interesting. Girl, I Miss You was... It's that... Girl, you know it's true. Ooh, ooh, ooh. I love you. Was that Milli Vanilli? Am I right, or have I made myself a fool? Is that a different band? Tell me if I'm right. All right, there we go. Girl, you know it's true. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I remember that song. Kind of. Yeah. There's like a little rap in there as well. April 86, Richard. I was born April 86. Wow. Wow, mate. So, guys, right before I leave, big shout out to Richard. The majority of this Kobe code was Richard's. And then I added to it like I always do. And again, shouldn't that be the goal of all this? If you want to send me something, I'll give you your shout out. If you want it, I'll add to it because I always do, and then present it to you all because I have a platform. Is that not how it should be? That simple? Do I have to ask every single person who sends me work if I can have permission to present it? I asked Richard, but do I have to ask? My whole thing is this. If you leave work on my platform and I take it or I add to it or I share it, and I can't in any way ask like for your permission, why do you have a problem with it being shared if you care about the truth? Or set up your own platform and you present the work and stop sending it to me. Like, what do you want me to do with it? Just ignore it? Do you want me to praise you and make you feel better about yourself? Or do you want me to share it? Do you want me to ask for your permission? I don't know what you want. But here's the thing. I'll disclose you now. Baby. You heard it here. Oh my God, 60 in the live, 26 likes, 626 when Kobe Bryant was drafted and LeBron. Wow, June the 26th. Listen, if anyone at this point now sends me any type of code or link or whatever, or email, whatever you send me and I use it, you can deal with it. If you have a problem with me using any of your work, don't send me it. Because I don't need it. And most of the things you send me, I know. I already know them and I'm being polite to you. So I'm saying this one last time. Baby, anything you send me and I use, I have a right to use it. Or just don't send me it. I ain't going to go on your channel and watch your video and steal your video and present it as my own. If you send me any comment, whether it's Patreon, Twitter, YouTube, Gmail, whatever it is, my WhatsApp, and I take it and I talk about it. I ain't going to give every single person, well, Joshua from Wrexham sent me this and then I added this, but he actually said 54% of it and I added 46. No, I'm going to get the truth out there if I think it's interesting. So there you have it. Now you know. So if you're going to complain like some of these bitches, oh, no, I don't like doing that. I sound like Zach when I do that. If you're going to, no. Rephrase that, Adam. That's where the ego comes in. If you're going to send me work, just know that I may present it. Not for my own ego. Not for more Patreons. Because I think it's very interesting and needs to be shared. We'll leave it at that. I apologize for the bitches comment. I don't need to do that. That doesn't help anybody. Okay. Wow. All right. Slick Rick, thank you. Thank you. Very nice weather in England. Go enjoy it. Pour yourself a glass of wine, baby. I'm off. I'll be going live today in about, what time are we on? Oh my God, guys, I'm going live in 2 hours and 15 minutes. Oh my God, guys, I'm going live in 2 hours and 16 minutes. 216 for 6 times 6 times 6. Wow. So if you're still awake, depending on where you are in the world, I will be going live with Jay Sol, and we're going to really discuss something that we find very interesting and that can really help people. That's going to make you really think. That's what this is all about. That's what it's all about, baby. Just making you think. Making you think, eh? And see how I didn't kick that guy out? After I didn't kick him out and said I wouldn't respond to his comments, he didn't leave any. So yeah, I passed the test. I kept him in. All right. What's the one of the... I watched the 126 video, mate. I've got to do a few things now for myself, like around my apartment. I might even go for a walk. I might have a walk. It's always good. A nice little walk. And I'll watch that video and I'll let you know. And I'll share it, mate. And if you want, Slick Rick, if you want, I'll say, Richard shared this with me in my inbox. But do I have to do that, Rick? Can't I just share it? You know what I mean? I don't get bonus points for it. I don't get tips for it. Like, I'll just share it. You know what I mean? Love from Ireland. Much love to you, Neil. Was that an okay Irish accent? Or did I murder it? Terrible stuff, maybe. What time by you, Adam? You're going to laugh at this. I'm going to adjust it slightly. Oh, by the way, Clow from Ireland sent me an audio yesterday. 4 minutes and 31 seconds. Instantly after I did a 4 hour and 31 minute audio. I was going to go live at 4:30 today. That's what Jay Sol asked, which is 6:30 in Detroit for him. Kobe retired 2016, 63rd triangular number. 6 + 3 is your 9 as well. I said 4:30, that's fine. But then I was like, should I do 4:30? Because the Church of Salem was founded April the 30th, 4:30. He was like, come on, Adam. I was like, all right, we'll do 4:31. I don't want people thinking I'm a Satanist. You know, I do those funny things. Oh, I'm not leaving at 2:01. They're going to call me a Jesuit. So, yeah, in about 2 hours, basically, I'll be live. As long as he hasn't changed his mind, it's going to be a good one. I really love Jay Sol, as you know. I think he's very wise and funny and got the best laugh going. It was a bad Irish accent, I'll admit it. It's pretty shite, wasn't it? Well, guys, until next time. You sounded like Willie from The Simpsons. Oh, that's Scottish. Did I do a Scottish accent? Anyway, whatever. Bit of banter in it. Maybe it made somebody laugh because it was so shit. Take care, and I'll speak to a few of you in a few hours. And thank you again, Slick Rick, baby. Thank you.